Welcome to Retired Pennies World, the channel where we explore the fascinating stories, history, and hidden value behind everyday coins. If you love collecting coins, searching for rare varieties, and learning how ordinary change can sometimes turn into valuable treasures, then you are in the right place. On this channel, we take a close look at American coins from different years and mint marks, explain their history and designs, and show you how to recognize coins that may be worth more than face value. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, our goal is to help you learn, enjoy, and grow your passion for coin collecting. The 1966 United States quarter dollar is one of the most interesting coins from the modern era of American coinage, and today, on Retired Pennies World, we will explore every important detail about this coin, including its history, design, metal composition, production background, collector value, and how you can identify special examples that may be worth more than face value. Many people find this coin in circulation and wonder why it does not have a mint mark and whether that means it is rare or valuable. Understanding the story behind this coin helps collectors appreciate its true place in American numismatic history. To begin with, the year 1966 falls in a very important period in United States coin production. Just 1 year earlier, in 1965, the U.S. Mint completely changed the metal composition of quarters, dimes, and half dollars. Before 1965, quarters were made from 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices and coin shortages, the government decided to remove silver from most circulating coins. As a result, the 1966 quarter is made of a copper and nickel-clad composition, with a pure copper core and outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. This change marked the beginning of the modern clad coinage era, making the 1966 quarter one of the early examples of this new type of coinage. Another very important detail about the 1966 quarter is the absence of a mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins show a small letter such as P, D, or S to indicate where the coin was made. However, during the years 1965, 1966, and 1967, the U.S. Mint decided to remove all mint marks from circulating coins. The reason for this was to discourage people from saving coins and hoarding them for their silver content or collectible value. The government wanted people to continue using coins in daily transactions instead of keeping them out of circulation. This means that even though your 1966 quarter has no mint mark, it could have been produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint. The lack of a mint mark does not mean the coin is rare, but it does make this period unique in American coin history. On the obverse, or front side of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and has been used on the quarter since 1932. Washington faces left, and above his head appears the word Liberty in bold letters. The date 1966 is placed below his portrait, and the motto "In God We Trust" is shown on the left side of the design. The details of Washington's hair, facial features, and clothing can vary slightly depending on how well the coin was struck and how much wear it has received over time. Sharp details and strong lines are signs of a well-preserved example that collectors prefer. On the reverse, or backside of the coin, we see the classic eagle design that was used on Washington quarters for many decades. The eagle stands with wings spread wide, holding arrows in its talons as a symbol of strength and readiness to defend the nation. Above the eagle appears the motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. Around the outer edge are the words United States of America at the top and quarter dollar at the bottom. This reverse design remained in use until 1998, when the State Quarters program introduced new designs. Because of this long history, the 1966 quarter represents one of the traditional and most recognized designs in U.S. coinage. When it comes to mintage numbers, the 1966 quarter was produced in very large quantities. More than 800 million pieces were struck during this year, making it one of the most common quarters of its time. Because of this high production, most examples found today are not rare. Many of these coins circulated heavily and show signs of wear, such as smooth surfaces, faded details, and small scratches. These circulated coins are generally only worth their face value of 25 cents. However, condition plays a very important role in determining value, and well-preserved examples can be much more desirable to collectors. In uncirculated condition, the 1966 quarter can be worth more than face value. Coins that were never used in circulation often retain bright luster, sharp edges, and clear details. These coins may sell for $2 to $5, and sometimes more if they are exceptionally well preserved. High-grade examples graded by professional grading services can reach higher prices, especially if they receive a mint state grade such as MS65 or higher. Collectors are always looking for coins with original shine, clean surfaces, and strong strikes, and these qualities can greatly increase the coin's appeal and market value. Another important area of interest for collectors is minting errors. Error coins can be far more valuable than normal examples, and the 1966 quarter is no exception. Some common errors to look for include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, doubled dies, where letters or numbers appear doubled, clipped planchets, where a small portion of the edge is missing, and weak or uneven strikes. These errors occurred during the minting process and were not intentional, making them rare and collectible. Carefully examining your coin under magnification can help you discover these hidden treasures. There are also special 1966 quarter coins known as special mint set coins. During this period, the U.S. Mint did not produce traditional proof coins for collectors. Instead, they released special mint sets, which contained coins with a slightly better finish than regular circulation strikes. These coins often have smoother surfaces, sharper details, and a more refined appearance. Special mint set quarters from 1966 can be worth more than regular examples, especially in high grades in original packaging. Collectors value these coins for their unique place in mint history and their superior quality compared to standard circulation coins. Understanding how to properly care for your 1966 quarter is also very important. Coins should never be cleaned, as cleaning can damage the surface and reduce their value significantly. Instead, coins should be stored in protective holders, coin flips, or albums designed for numismatic storage. Keeping coins away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight helps preserve their condition and prevent corrosion or discoloration. Proper storage ensures that your coins remain attractive and valuable for many years to come. Next up, the year 1974 comes from a period when the United States Mint was producing very large quantities of coins to meet the growing demand of a rapidly expanding economy. By this time, silver had already been completely removed from the quarter, and all quarters were made using a copper and nickel-clad composition. This means that the 1974 quarter has a pure copper core sandwiched between two layers of copper-nickel alloy. This metal combination gives the coin its silver-like appearance, even though it contains no precious metal. This change, first introduced in 1965, marked a major turning point in U.S. coinage and made coins more affordable to produce while still durable enough for long circulation. Unlike the 1966 quarter, the 1974 quarter does include mint marks, which help collectors identify where the coin was produced. In 1974, quarters were struck at 3 different mint facilities. Coins without any mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, coins with a D mint mark were struck at the Denver Mint, and coins with an S mint mark were produced at the San Francisco Mint. Most San Francisco coins from this year were proof coins, made specifically for collectors and not for circulation. Checking the mint mark on your coin is one of the first and most important steps in identifying its type and potential value. On the obverse, or front side of the 1974 quarter, we once again see the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Washington faces left, with the word Liberty clearly displayed above his head. The date 1974 appears below the portrait, and the motto, "In God We Trust," is placed to the left. The quality of the strike can vary from coin to coin, and collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Washington's hair, facial features, and the lettering. Coins with strong details and minimal wear are always more attractive and valuable than heavily worn examples. On the reverse side, we find the familiar eagle design that had been used on Washington quarters for many decades. The eagle stands proudly with wings spread wide, holding arrows in its talons, symbolizing strength and national defense. Above the eagle is the motto E pluribus unum, and surrounding the design are the words United States of America and quarter dollar. This classic design remained in use until 1998, when it was replaced by the state quarters program. Because of this long tradition, the 1974 quarter represents one of the final decades of the original Washington quarter design, before major changes began. In terms of mintage, the 1974 quarter was produced in extremely large numbers. Hundreds of millions of coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making this one of the most common quarters in circulation. Because of this high production, most 1974 quarters found today are not rare and are usually only worth their face value of 25 cents. Circulated examples often show wear, such as smooth surfaces, faded lettering, and small scratches from years of use in everyday transactions. These coins are best appreciated for their historical value rather than their monetary worth. However, condition plays a very important role in determining the value of a 1974 quarter. Coins that were never circulated and remain in mint state condition can be worth more than face value. Uncirculated examples with bright original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details may sell for $2 to $5, and sometimes more if they are exceptionally well preserved. High-grade coins certified by professional grading services can reach higher prices, especially if they receive a grade such as MS-65 or above. Collectors are always searching for the finest examples to complete high-quality collections. Proof coins from 1974, struck at the San Francisco Mint, are also very popular among collectors. These coins were specially made with polished dies and planchets, giving them mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. Proof quarters are not meant for circulation and are usually found in original proof sets. In excellent condition, a 1974 S-proof quarter can be worth several dollars. In cameo or deep cameo examples with strong contrast between the frosted design and mirrored background are especially desirable. These coins represent the highest quality production of the year and are highly respected in numismatic circles. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1974 quarters is searching for minting errors and varieties. Error coins can be much more valuable than normal examples and are always in demand among collectors. Some important errors to look for include doubled dies, where the letters or numbers appear doubled, off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, clipped planchets, where a piece of the edge is missing, and weak or misaligned strikes. There are also known doubled die varieties from this year, especially on the obverse, where the word Liberty or the date may show doubling. Depending on the rarity and condition, these error coins can sell for tens, hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Proper care and storage of your 1974 quarters is also very important. Coins should never be cleaned, as cleaning damages the surface and greatly reduces collector value. Instead, coins should be stored in protective holders, coin flips, or albums designed for long-term preservation. Keeping coins away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight will help maintain their original appearance and prevent corrosion or discoloration. Well-preserved coins always attract more interest and higher prices in the collector market.
Next up, the year 1979, the United States Mint was firmly established in the clad coin era, and silver had long been removed from the quarter. All 1979 quarters were struck using a copper and nickel-clad composition, with a pure copper core and outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. This metal structure gives the coin its silver-like color while keeping production costs low and ensuring durability for long circulation. These coins were designed to withstand heavy use in daily commerce, and as a result, most examples found today show signs of wear from years of handling. Even though they are common, they still represent an important period in U.S. coinage history. In 1979, quarters were produced at 3 different mint facilities. Coins without any mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins with a D mint mark were produced at the Denver Mint, and coins with an S mint mark were struck at the San Francisco Mint. The San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors, which were not intended for circulation. Identifying the mint mark on your coin is one of the most important steps in understanding where it was made and what type of coin you have. Each mint produced slightly different quantities, and this can affect availability and collector interest. On the obverse, or front side of the 1979 quarter, we see the well-known portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. Washington faces left, and above his head appears the word Liberty in bold letters. The date 1979 is placed below the portrait, and the motto "In God We Trust" appears to the left side. The quality of this design can vary depending on the strength of the strike and the amount of wear the coin has experienced. Coins with strong details in Washington's hair, face, and lettering are always more desirable to collectors, especially when they remain in uncirculated condition. On the reverse side, the familiar eagle design continues to appear, symbolizing strength and national pride. The eagle stands with wings spread wide, holding arrows in its talons, while the olive branches represent peace. Above the eagle is the motto E Pluribus Unum, and around the edge are the words United States of America and quarter dollar. This classic design had been in use for many decades and would remain until 1998, when the state quarters program introduced new reverse designs. Because of this, the 1979 quarter represents one of the later years of the traditional Washington quarter design. In terms of mintage, the 1979 quarter was produced in very large numbers at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Hundreds of millions of coins were struck, making this a very common date in circulation. Because of this high production, most 1979 quarters found today are not rare and are typically worth only their face value of 25 cents. Circulated examples often show smooth surfaces, faded details, and small marks from everyday use. These coins are best appreciated as historical pieces rather than high-value collectibles unless they are in exceptional condition or have special features. Condition plays a very important role in determining the value of a 1979 quarter. Uncirculated examples that retain bright original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details can be worth more than face value. In general, mint state examples may sell for $2 to $5, and high-grade coins graded by professional services can sell for even more. Collectors especially seek coins with full detail, minimal contact marks, and attractive eye appeal. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are also popular and are usually worth several dollars in excellent condition, especially if they show strong cameo contrast between the frosted design in mirrored fields. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting 1979 quarters is searching for rare varieties and minting hours. Error coins are highly collectible and can be worth many times more than normal examples. Some important errors to look for include doubled dies, where letters or numbers appear doubled, off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, clipped planchets, where a portion of the edge is missing, and misaligned dies. There are also known double die varieties from this year that affect the lettering and date on the obverse. Depending on rarity and condition, these error coins can sell for tens, hundreds, or even thousands of dollars, making careful inspection very rewarding. Another interesting area for collectors is the comparison between circulation strikes and proof strikes. Proof coins from 1979 were carefully made using polished dies and specially prepared planchets, resulting in sharp details in mirror-like surfaces. These coins were sold directly to collectors and usually remain in protective holders. Proof examples with deep cameo contrast are especially valuable and highly sought after. These coins represent the highest quality production of the year and are a highlight in many advanced collections. Proper storage and care of your 1979 quarters is essential to preserve their value and appearance. Coins should never be cleaned, as cleaning damages the surface and destroys collector value. Instead, coins should be stored in protective holders, coin flips, or albums designed for long-term storage. Keeping coins away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight will help prevent corrosion, toning, and surface damage. Well-preserved coins always attract more attention and higher prices in the collector market.
Next up, 1990. The United States Mint had been producing clad quarters for 25 years, and silver had long been removed from circulating quarters.
All 1990 quarters were struck using a copper and nickel-clad composition, with a pure copper core and outer layers of copper-nickel alloy. This metal structure gives the coin its familiar silver-like appearance, while keeping production costs low and ensuring long-lasting durability. These coins were designed for heavy circulation, and as a result, most examples found today show signs of wear from everyday use. Even though they are common, they represent an important stage in modern American coin production. The P Mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. For many years, Philadelphia did not place mint marks on coins, but beginning in 1980, most coins from this mint began carrying the P mark. By 1990, the P Mint mark had become standard for Philadelphia production. This small letter is located on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail and above the word "In God We Trust." Identifying the mint mark is one of the first and most important steps in understanding where your coin was made and how common it may be. On the obverse, or front side of the 1990 quarter, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Washington faces left, with the word Liberty boldly displayed above his head. The date, 1990, appears below the portrait, and the motto, "In God We Trust," is placed to the left. The quality of the strike can vary from coin to coin, and collectors closely examine the sharpness of Washington's hair, facial features, and lettering. Coins with strong details, smooth fields, and minimal marks are always more desirable and more valuable than worn or damaged examples. On the reverse side, the classic eagle design continues to represent strength and national pride. The eagle stands with wings spread wide, holding arrows in its talons, while olive branches symbolize peace. Above the eagle is the motto "E Pluribus Unum," and around the outer edge are the words "United States of America" and "quarter dollar." This reverse design had been in use for many decades and would soon be replaced in 1999 by the state quarters program. Because of this, the 1990 quarter represents one of the final years of the traditional Washington quarter design before the major design changes of the late 1990s. In terms of mintage, the 1990 P quarter was produced in very large quantities. Hundreds of millions of coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint during this year to meet the demands of circulation. Because of this high production, the 1990 P quarter is very common and is usually worth only its face value of 25 cents in circulated condition. Most examples found in pocket change today show wear, such as smooth surfaces, light scratches, and faded details. These coins are best appreciated as everyday historical pieces rather than rare collectibles unless they are in exceptional condition. Condition plays a very important role in determining the value of a 1990 P quarter. Uncirculated examples that retain bright original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details can be worth more than face value. In general, mint state examples may sell for $2 to $5, and high-grade coins graded by professional services can sometimes reach higher prices. Collectors especially see coins with strong strikes, minimal contact marks, and attractive eye appeal. Proof coins from this year, produced at the San Francisco Mint with an S Mint mark, are also very popular and usually worth several dollars in excellent condition, especially if they show strong cameo contrast. These coins are an important part of advanced collections and are admired for their beauty and precision. Proper care and storage of your 1990 P quarters is essential to preserve their appearance and potential value. Coins should never be cleaned, as cleaning damages the surface and destroys collector value. Instead, coins should be stored in protective holders, coin flips, or albums designed for numismatic storage. Keeping coins away from moisture, heat, and direct sunlight will help prevent corrosion, toning, and surface damage. Well-preserved coins always attract more interest and higher prices in the collector market. In conclusion, the 1990 United States quarter dollar with the P Mint mark is a classic example of late 20th century American coinage. While most examples are common and worth only face value, uncirculated coins, proof examples, and rare error varieties can be valuable and exciting finds. Here on Retired Pennies World, we always encourage collectors to examine every coin carefully, learn its history, and enjoy the thrill of discovering hidden treasures in everyday change.
Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can lead to a valuable and unforgettable discovery. Thank you so much for watching this video on Retired Pennies World. I truly appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed this video and love learning about coins and their hidden value, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting coin stories and value guides. Your support helps this channel grow, and I look forward to bringing you more exciting videos very soon.